average, us Brits spend around 22 grand when buying a new car. But we wondered if it was possible to find a new car for less than half that price that was practical, well-designed, but was still fun to drive. So we've assembled these 6. All cost around 10 grand and all come with decent manufacturer warranties.
For most people, that is reason enough to get their checkbooks out instantly, or a more modern method of payment.
But if you're petrol heads like us two, you're gonna want more. Are there gonna be cars that we're gonna want to spend every single day in? I can't see it.
Try before you buy. Come on, let's get in this bad boy. It's clear Jason already has reservations, while I'm a bit more optimistic. So to find out if these cars are all just bargain basement plain Janes, or some are possibly fancy Nancy, we've lined up 3 challenges. Starting with a sort of quick test drive you might take at a dealership, because any car worth its salt should make a good impression in just a couple of minutes. Our mission is to eliminate at least 2 cars. We're kicking off with a quick loot in the VW Up. Prices for the Up start at £10,370, and for that you get a 60 horsepower 1 litre 3-cylinder engine that will deliver 54 mpg.
So this is like speed dating, isn't it?
And straight away, I was in for a surprise.
I was expecting 10 grand cars to be tinny and rattly and nasty, and actually this is all right, isn't it?
It's really all right. Yeah, brakes are good, gearbox is good. The chassis of this car is lovely. It's hard to dislike it. Big up the Up. So the little VW kicks off our 10k challenge in fine style. Next for our brief test drive, the Toyota Aygo. Prices start at £9,700 and it manages slightly better fuel consumption than the Up at 57 mpg.
So my go at speed dating.
Your go at the Aygo. 998cc triple, just 1cc down on the VW Up. Same torque, 95 Newton meters. Woo!
It's all right. Steering's responsive, the brakes are good, it's comfortable, it's relatively quiet. I like it.
On to the next car. Moving on rapidly, our third car is the Fiat Panda. In this instance, we've been given the slightly more expensive Cross model. However, prices for the entry-level pop version, which comes with an identical engine, starts at £9,970.
I love Pandas.
What actual Panda?
Yeah, I think I love them.
But would we love the metal one as much as the furry type?
It's very noisy, isn't it?
It is quite loud.
There's a lot of suspension noise coming up.
The Panda may have a grown-up 4-cylinder 1.2 litre engine under the bonnet, but we weren't convinced it had long-term relationship potential.
Do you want to second date it?
It's more rough and ready than Up and Aygo.
On to the cheapest in our lineup, the Sandero by Dacia, who are part of the Renault Group.
So it's a 1 litre engine, 5 speeds, can't buy a 6-speed Dacia. So they use bits of older Renaults.
I can see it. It's everywhere. You can feel the difference in quality compared to the other ones. The steering's quite crashy. Every little bump, it jolts. The seats are not giving me a great deal of support. It's noisy.
Oh dear. Next, it's time to hop into a budget offering from Korea.
Kia Picanto. £9,895.
Oh, that's a nice gear shift, that is.
Is it? What, like?
Yeah. This has a 7-year warranty. Some people just buy Kias because of that. Brake pedal's nice and tight, which I quite like.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good.
No way, is it really?
It's actually a really enjoyable car.
So on to the last car of our bunch, the all-new MG3.
1.5 engine, 4-pot, 108 mile an hour top speed.
It's substantially more nippy than the others by a good chunk.
Yeah, significantly faster, significantly worse emissions. It's also the least fuel efficient of our group at 42 mpg, and surely that matters if you're on a tight budget.
Do you know what? It is all right, actually. It feels like it's more than a 10 grand car.
Yeah. At the end of our speed dating, most of these budget motors have been a pleasant surprise. The challenge is deciding which ones get a second date and which ones get dumped. I'm finding this quite taxing. Right, OK. We like the Aygo, we like the Up, we like the Picanto.
And agreed that the Panda, because it's harsh as hell, that's got to go.
Which leads us on to Dacia MG.
This, for me, has to go next to Dacia.
What?
Yeah.
I like it.
I mean, I like the fact it's double cheap, but it's just, it's not in the same league. So I want to skip this.
I'd rather get rid of this than that because the engine's too big, it's not fuel efficient enough, it's a bit loud.
So why don't we just bin the pair of them?
You're so assertive. So it's down to 3. Now it's time to dig a bit deeper. Okay, we've got to decide whether we like the style of them, how well they're made, and how much space they've got in them. Because frankly, all that stuff is vital if you're going to live with it on a daily basis.
I reckon we could call this the lifestyle test.
You're a visionary.
You need a clipboard.
Okay.
And you need a pen.
Fantastic.
We're going to mark them out of 5 in 3 categories: space, style and finish. The 2 cars with the highest marks will then go head-to-head in the finale, when I'll be pushing them to the limits on the track.
All right, look, as we're sat in it, let's start with Picanto. The boot in this is the biggest out of our 3 survivors.
How much is that in size?
255 litres with the seats up. Over 1,000 with the seats down. Quite a deep well. I like it, actually.
But you know what? You get your week shopping in here easy, wouldn't you?
OK.
And it doesn't come at the detriment of space in the back, where the Kia can seat 3 people.
It's all right. Not touching the roof.
What are we going to score it out of 5?
4, I reckon.
Space-wise, then, 4 out of 5. Style next.
Well, it's not a bad-looking car, is it?
It's got the lovely tiger nose, Kia grille.
I think the back is nicer than the front, for sure. Do you not think?
No, it's a bit concave. I would probably give it about a 3 out of 5.
I think 3's fair.
Fit and finish. Let's sit in the cabin. OK. This looks like you're sitting in a bigger car than you really are. This is all very mature and I like it.
I don't know why. I like that wheel. It's not fussy.
No.
It's quite sporty.
It
quite
is.
like that.
Yes, I like it as well.
It's not bad. It's just a bit boring.
Sensible. So,
Are we going to score it? 3?
3.5?
Do you know what? The quality's all right, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's do 3.5.
10, right?
3.5.
Out of 15.
That's not bad.
So the Kia kicks things off with a respectable 10.5 out of 15. On to the Toyota.
Right, Aygo. This is the smallest boot out of the 3. 168 litres. Seats down, 812 litres.
It's not big though, is it?
Let's check the rear seats. Now, there's one thing that you immediately notice. You can't wind the back windows down.
Oh, I don't like that.
Pop-outs. Money-saving exercise. It feels tighter than the Picanto to me.
Do I look comfy?
No. No.
Oh, no. This is nowhere near as good.
No.
And then JP noticed a crucial drawback compared to the 5-seater Kia.
There's no middle seat. So what are you thinking?
2.5 out of 5. It's not that good, is it?
Styling.
It's got like an exy face. I think it works. The front works better than the back. The rear lights are a bit too bulbous. So what would you give that in terms of style?
4?
4 out of 5.
Done.
Finish.
I think this is great in here.
Yeah.
You know, I quite like this big display at the front. It's in colour.
Yeah.
I would say this is better.
Than the Picanto.
Why?
I'd say it's more funky, design-wise, but build quality, no.
Oh, see, I think this is better.
3.5 out of 5.
Do you think?
Right, total score then for the Aygo. 10 out of 15. Picanto, 10.5 out of 15. Last one, first one we drove, Up.
The Kia currently leads our lifestyle contest, but VWs are renowned for their build quality and classy styling,
That is 251 litres.
which is only a fraction smaller than the Kia, and at 951 litres with the seats down means it's also just behind the Korean car.
Immediately, it just feels better put together
Solid.
than, yeah. I do
See,
like
now, even when that closes, that's a proper closes
yeah,
noise, isn't it?
yeah.
Ah, still same windows.
Pop-outs. Oh, hang on.
Still only 4 seats.
4 seats only. But what do you notice compared to the Aygo?
It's much bigger.
It's way more airy, the roof shape, everything. I think it's about the same as the Picanto.
Well, I think it's more.
So the Picanto's 4 out of 5 for space.
Yeah.
OK, so 4.5. Yeah?
Yeah.
So what about styling?
For me, it just looks like a properly made,
Yeah.
thought-out car. It's quality, isn't it?
Are we going to give it a 5 out of 5?
No, it's not possible. It's not perfect.
So 4.75?
I know that's going to make the adding up hard. Just go 4.5, I reckon.
4.5 out of 5. On to the fit and finish.
What's this for here?
This is so that instead of wasting your time with a big sat-nav screen that goes out of date, you can just put your phone in there. Oh, there you go.
That is great. I love that.
Lovely steering wheel, lovely clocks.
This is a different league, isn't it?
Up gets 4.5.
It's got a traditional Volkswagen quality feel.
Yeah, it does. 4.5, 4.5, 4.5.
13.5.
Time to sum up our lifestyle test.
The scores are in.
The VW Up's a clear winner.
Yeah. Space, style and finish, it wins.
Well, the Aygo's got to go.
The Aygo's got to go.
Which leaves us with the VW Up and the Kia Picanto. Now, it's all very well buying with your head, but will any of these stir your soul? And more importantly, will any of them give you any driving pleasure? Because now we want to find out how much fun they are to drive. Do they go fast? And do they handle?
It's at this point I hand over the keys to our professional touring car driver, Mr. Jason Plato.
Right, come on.
Stopwatch at the ready. We're going to see which car can record the fastest lap time. We're starting with a Picanto. It's not all about that time.
No, it's about the feel.
Yeah, how does it feel?
See, because I didn't drive this earlier. You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I did and I liked it.
Right, here
Felt
we go.
good.
Let's go.
That feels neat.
But the steering's got a good feel to it. It's relatively reactive.
Most people will buy this car to do shopping.
But if you're going to do shopping, you may as well do it quickly.
Well, yeah. On the Alpine track, JP was clearly not holding back. I've got a grab handle and everything, and I'm going to need it.
And the Picanto seemed to be holding on as tight as Johnny.
It's really good. It's hanging on the front.
But then on the steeper uphill section,
Struggling a bit up
Yeah,
here. But
yeah.
actually, do you know what? It's a good little chassis.
Yeah.
It's quite well damped.
Yeah, it's really well done.
Oh, there's not too much roll in it. Did you go, oh?
Yeah, I did. I just quivered.
despite my doubts about these 10 grand cars, I was having a blast.
I've got my tongue out. You know what that means?
You're concentrating.
Yeah, that means we can have a go round here. It's much more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it is.
You know, it's not too soft.
No, it's not.
That's a bit unnerving round there, isn't it, don't you think?
Yeah. I felt a bit of wee-wee try and come out then.
We've got to jump. Air. We got some air.
I mean, we are in a real base model kind of car, and you're enjoying it. You're enjoying it. Ready?
Yeah.
One minute 56.
I have to say, it
Right.
drives really
I
well.
thoroughly enjoyed that.
It's good fun, isn't it?
It's a good car. It's a really good little car. Enjoyed that. We really enjoyed that. The Kia's lap time was 1 minute 56 seconds. Will the VW Up take it down? I have a hunch that this is not going to quite drive as well as the Picanto for some reason. But this is an older car. I'm interested to see how close they are.
I think it'll be closer than we think, actually. It's not as quick. It's nowhere near as grunty, is it?
Not as responsive.
The Volkswagen is 25 horsepower down on the Kia, and the deficit was obvious off the line.
95 newton meters of torque. It's not a lot in today's money.
I've just got to make it up in the corners, babes.
Oh, I've got no grab handle either. And the little Up was mightily impressive through the bends.
Do you know what? I mean, it's a good drive. Do you know what? It's got good grip.
Yeah, it has.
I think we'll go third through here.
Really?
Oh, you fighter. Oh, what was that? That was the old traction control giving it, you know, the stability thing.
That was ABS.
The traction control interference on the Up felt like it was costing it time compared to the Kia.
Oh, I never know where to turn in there. That's about right. Right, let's see what air we get. What do you reckon?
Oh.
Come on. Air. We definitely got some, didn't we?
Got a bit of bounce on the landing.
Oh, I thought I was going in that fast. I was going to give that a little kiss then. Hey. Stop the watch.
It's slower.
It is slower.
The Volkswagen Up lapped the circuit in just over 2 minutes 3 seconds. That's a full 7 seconds slower than the Kia Picanto.
This feels a better engineered car, feels more quality,
Yeah.
but that's more fun to drive than this. It's very close.
It's tough, this. This whole test is tough. From the start. It just goes to show that even bottom of the pecking order cars can be brilliant.
So after the final round of our 10 grand car showdown, the Kia Picanto was the fastest around the Alpine circuit and a much more fun car to drive.
It drives really well.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. But the VW's superior build quality makes it a better car to live with every day. However, there can only be one winner. Interesting day.
Really interesting. Close. I can't believe how they can make a car as good as this
Yeah.
for the money.
Well, and they can make a car like this with a 7-year warranty for the money.
It kind of makes you think we're paying a bit over the top for the other stuff.
Totally. We're down to the final two, and it's really, really difficult. This is a surprisingly entertaining car.
I know it is. That was arguably more fun to
Yeah.
drive, but if you look at everything and you have to live with them every single day, this for me is a clear winner.
Yeah, I think that just edges it because ultimately I like the style, but both are extremely practical and entertaining, actually. So today you turned up thinking you were going to drive 6 rubbish, cheap cars.
Yes, I did. And do you know what? Hands up. Yeah, I'm wrong.
Yeah, and it's been a close run race, but that, the VW Up, I think, edges it. It's our favourite.